Hey, congratulations on your purchase of the mobile movie system, the Universal System. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and use your equipment for either the Samsung iPhone 4 or 5. And depending on which device you purchased, you will have received one or more inserts. And these inserts are attached to the device using these screws here, these two screws. So once you pick out the right device, you merely install it inside your mobile movie system. Now let me show you which device is which. The one that has an open end is for the iPhone 5. The one with the closed in end is for the iPhone 4. And the one that's kind of diagonal there, that's for the Samsung Galaxy 3. Okay, so depending on which one you're using, you install it onto the mobile movie system using these two screws, and then you're ready to go. Some people ask, can I use the iPhone 5 insert for the iPhone 4? And the answer is, we've seen it work, but we're not recommending it. If you do use the 4 and the 5 insert, just be really careful because the 4 is a thicker, heavier phone. You don't want to break the insert. So the first thing you want to install once you've got your insert in place is your lens. And to install lenses, we recommend taking the device and setting it flat on the surface and making sure that this has been slid down to the center position. If it's up here, that's for the iPad use. So these lenses will actually slide up and down, and when they do, that's for the iPad position, and this is for the smartphone position. So with it in the smartphone position, you have to go through your lens assortment. Now again, depending on how you purchased your equipment, you might have received multiple lenses. So I'm going to start at the smallest lens and work our way up to the largest iPhone 5 lens. So if you're a Samsung Galaxy 3 user, you'll receive one small lens, and that small single lens is the only lens that you need for your device. So you set the device down flat and begin installing it that way. Let me just show you here. Now that's why we say set it down flat is you want to be very careful when installing that you don't strip any threads, okay? Now if you're using the iPhone 4 and that's all you purchased, you did not purchase the iPhone 5 lenses, then you would combine these two lenses for use with the mobile movie system, and the two together will work for the iPhone 4. If you bought for the iPhone 5 or you bought to be upwardly compatible with the iPhone 5 at some point in the future when you upgrade your phone, this larger lens will come shipped in two parts, and once you've assembled the two lenses, you can see one's kind of a really large flat lens and this one's kind of a smaller. And so again, set your device down on the counter or on a flat surface, thread them into place, and be careful when doing so that you don't cross thread. If you try and get it to work and it's not perfectly flat, you could very easily strip the threads. All right, see? So take a little care. It should spin freely, and that's how you know you've got it on right. Give it a snug. Now you've got your lens attached. Next, let's look at the light, then the mic, and then finally the stabilizer bar. So when it comes to the lights, you may have received one or both of these two types of lights. There's a smaller one, okay, that comes with an attachment that attaches into the shoe. Then there's also a larger Polaroid light. If you're going to use the larger Polaroid light, there is a battery that needs to be charged. There's a couple of silver tips there sticking up in a couple of holes in the battery. So you just line it up to where those holes are going to go in. And did you hear that snap? If it snaps and you can't move the battery, you know you did it right. then you're going to get either a fixed or a flexible or both on these stems that you use to attach the light to the mobile movie system. On the larger light, you'll see the hole on one side and another shoe on the other. We're going to use the side that has the hole. Take your stem attachment, thread it in, and then you'll be ready to attach the square part into the shoe on the top of the mobile movie system. Now, if you got the standard light, I'll just show you real quick. You loosen it up. It should slide right into the shoe on the top and then tighten up. Okay, you want to be careful when you're tightening it to hand tighten it as well as you can, because they're known to just kind of fall out if you use a light touch. So you want to give them a kind of a snug tight. Great. Now with your microphone, it was shipped to you with a battery, and depending on how it was shipped, I'll just show you how to make sure that you've got your battery installed. This is a shotgun mic, and you see there's a AA battery in place. Okay, it should have been shipped with it. Just double check that. Also, if the mic ever stops working, remember there's a battery in there and to replace it. And to keep some spare AA batteries with you. That's also the batteries that the lights use. So you also should have received two different styles of mic holders. This one comes with the square shoe on the bottom. That's the one that we're going to use. And so when you install the shoe and the mic, you kind of snap them together. Okay? And we're going to use that, well, let me show you on this side here. We're going to use that square shoe on the right-hand side when it's faced away from you. And we're going to point the mic at us, away from the lens, the opposite side of the lens. We're going to insert it, screw it together, and we're all set there. Okay, next we're going to install the cable that came with the mic. Biggest mistake we have is that people just plug the mic right into their smartphone device. Okay, and there's a mic adapter cable for the iPhone 4 and 5 that you want to use that turns the headset jack into a microphone in jack, so you got to be careful to use that. And so when we take our iPhone or our Samsung Galaxy, on the back you'll see the lens hole. And so make sure you know where your video lens is. Line it up with the lens hole in your device. Snap your phone into place. Make sure it's snapped in securely. And then make sure that you plug in the microphone with the adapter cable into the jack on your smartphone device. Last thing is the stabilizer bar. Thread it in carefully because, again, if you force it or don't put it in straight, you can strip the threads, and you don't want to strip the threads. Great, now it's all assembled. Let me just show you a couple of quick tips, okay? First off, most people tend to put the microphone at a 90-degree angle. It's designed to be at about a 45, and let me tell you why. If you put it at 90 degrees and you walk through the house, the mic is actually pointed over your shoulder, and this mic is really cool for video because it only records what you speak into the end of it. It doesn't pick up so much the ambient noise, which is a feature. So make sure that you point it at 45 degrees so that you're speaking directly into the end of it. Now the mic comes with some settings on the side. There's normal and tele. If you've got a really strong voice, I'm told I do, I can usually do okay on normal. If you've got an average or a soft-spoken voice, you might want to keep it on tele and speak right into the end of it. It will pick it up for you. All right. Now, a couple of quick tips on your smartphone. When you turn on your smartphone and begin recording, there's a thing called flight mode. And I'm going to bring this a little bit closer and show you flight mode. All right, go into your settings, which is the gear, icon. Oops. And in your settings, when you see that, you'll see on the top line it says airplane mode. Just touch the button there and make sure that you go into airplane mode right before you begin filming. That means that your phone is no longer a phone. It's in airplane mode. You can't receive any phone calls, nor can you receive any texts that would interrupt your video. Then set your phone to the camera button. And a lot of people say right away, wow, it doesn't appear to be looking right. I'm getting like rounded circles around the outside. That's because it's on photo mode. So make sure you hit the video button. And when it's all set to video, you're set to take a super wide angle shot. Go ahead and watch some more of your training if you purchased it on how to walk, talk, and take a great video tour, and enjoy your new mobile movie setup. Thanks for watching.